Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome back to Mastering Academy on Air with your crazy dude, Fuzzy. Hope that you're doing good. Today, let me switch. Hi. Today, we are talking about clipping and limiting. So, both are used in mixing and mastering. I don't want to go too much in detail about clipping and limiting, but what I want to show you, and we're going to listen today to some music. First things first, provided by our dearest friend and coach from the Mastering Academy, Vincent Price. Thank you so much. Everything from him will be in the description below. We will work on the final loudness and try to make the music loud and proud. What I mean by that is stay in the realm of not destroying the transients too much and not distort the track. So, clipping and limiting. Let's have a really quick introduction. Limiting is something that has time dependent working, if you will. It has attack and release, or auto attack and auto release when it's not there, but the time domain plays a big role. Most of the times it's really fast and the ratio is really high. 10 to 1, 20 to 1, infinity to 1. So what happens if you use a limiter? You try to avoid clipping, basically. While clipping is the situation when you set a target or a threshold, and especially if you're using hard clipping, which is something a little bit different to soft clipping, you will cut the audio information, basically. It will be gone. So, limiting wants to help you retain your transients as good as possible and avoid clipping. And clipping is something that has no time constant and time values. Everything above a threshold will be cut, especially when we're talking about hard clipping. Soft clipping is a little bit different. It will round the peaks off more, so it will be a little bit more transparent, but both limiters and clippers are non-linear tools. That means you put something in there, audio material, and it will come out different by creating distortion, harmonics, and so forth. So, let's hop into Nuendo. As you can see, you beautiful people, this looks really great. Wait a second, I have to turn this off because otherwise. So, this is something I don't need for now. So this track is going into the master group and from the master group into the print group. And as I said, thank you so much, Vincent Price, for this beautiful song. You're amazing. Just look at the waveform. Everything seems to be loud and proud already. There are some peaks we want to address and make it a little bit louder. And what we try to achieve now is basically listen to different limiters of our choice that we use on a daily basis, and try to find, and also clippers, sure, and try to find the best tool for that scenario, for this particular track, because you will find us using in mastering or in mixing using different limiters, some because of their color, some because of their transparency. And clippers, if we want to have a specific sound, then we might also reach for clippers. So I would say enough talking, and let's go and have some fun. First thing is an oldie but a goldie, which is the precision limiter from the UAD. I try to match the loudness difference between those limiters as good as possible. Limiters and clippers, sorry, as good as possible. Yeah, bear with me here. Try to decide for yourself which one sounds the best for the material and why. That's the purpose of today, while using clippers and limiters on this particular song. Listen in particular for the low end, because it's a kick heavy track, a bass heavy track, and for the mid-range, how it changes these areas. Does it put a little bit more distortion on? Is it working really nice on that particular areas? Does it add, for instance, a little bit low end, or even mid-range? So I would say let's go. Let me put myself here in a small corner and make myself small. So like this, boom. And here we go. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I would say everything that you have to say, write it in the comments below. Let's find another section where we can shoot out those different limiters and clippers that we use on a daily basis depending on the track and the material that we have. So I would say we go to a more busy part. Let's go from here and let's see what we can come up with in from this area to this area where the climax is, and then let's listen again. Let's go. So, again, interesting. Write us your opinion about it. I have my opinion. I know what limiter and what clipper to use when. It's a little bit of experience that you need when you deliver your mixes or your masters while using that. The other thing is that it's really important, and the mix is ridiculous, my man Vincent. You delivered the mix sounds amazing. It's always important that good stuff goes into limiters, and all of a sudden even the ones that come with Nuendo sound really good from my point of view. So guys, as we have 6 minutes left, I would say we will listen again and then a little bit quicker, and you decide for yourself which one sounds the best. Write it in the comments. I want to have as much comments as possible, or as many comments as possible would be the better saying. So let's give us this section, or no, let's try this section. You see that I tried to match the loudness as much as possible. Some limiters have distortion under the hood, and clipping is a totally different thing, because the way hard clipping is introducing distortion and harmonic saturation, makes it frankly impossible to match the volume because the RMS gets louder, basically. But besides that, let's have a last listen. And I wish you the best, and see you next week. And I hope you like it. Hope you're well, Frank. Hope you're well too, my man. Hope all of you are well, you beautiful human beings. So last listening, 5 minutes, and then I'm out. See you next week. Decide for yourself. And yeah, it's frankly interesting. That's right. Let's go.